September 2020, Passfield Lake, northern Saskatchewan. It was a beautiful afternoon, so I decided I'd try to fly the drone. Now there's a little bit of a breeze, as you can tell by the trees that are moving, but we'll do our best to keep it as steady as we can. There's an overview of the lake. And here we go with the cabins. The one on the left is the sleeping quarters, which sleeps six with a little bit of an entryway, and of course the patio. And there's Ed just coming out. The one on the right is the kitchen and the dining room. If you look through the window real close, you'll see that Elwood's in there sorting out blueberries and cranberries that he's been picking on this trip. There's abundance of them. Then we'll scan over the little building on the right, of course, is the famous outhouse. Much needed addition. Obviously, with the good cooking that goes on, that gets visited a fair amount. As we pan up the path towards the back of the facility, you'll see the quad garage on the left, and of course the tool house that we're panning into right now. Mega amount of tools in there. Well set up building. Everything you'd need to keep things running. The little building on the right, and I really lost the drone here because the wind came up and it started to wave real bad, so I apologize for that. The little building there is where the generator is. And we're trying to let the drone settle down now as we come back down the path from the tool house and the generator. Trying to get the drone steadied here. Just enough of a breeze, as you can tell by the lake. So we're coming into the back side of the main camp now, and you can see this is the patio, I guess you'd call it, with the barbecues. And of course that's the kitchen on this end of the building, where those propane bottles are in those two windows. And in there's an electric fridge and an electric stove.
And I apologize, but that's a gas stove.
What you're looking at now, as we pan in and let the drone settle down, is the wash house. Now in the wash house is a full shower, on-demand hot water system. As you can see, the propane bottle there, and a sink, as well as a freezer. The white object there is a 250-gallon water tank. So we pump fresh water up from the lake, and we just replace those barrels that are up top, and on top of that white tank is an on-demand pressure system. Again, we'll pan into the patio, the kitchen doors. Right there. Again, I apologize for the drone waving. It doesn't take much of a breeze. We'll talk about the amount of work that's gone into the having the hot water system and the pressure system. The water's pumped up with a Honda pump from the lake into that white tank, and then the on-demand pressure system takes over, and of course there's an on-demand hot water system. Again, there's the sleeping quarters and the beautiful work of the deck. Here comes Eddie again. He must have heard the drone. You'll see the wash house, the dining room, and the kitchen. And then we'll pan back to the lake. We have one boat dry docked already, getting ready to leave. As we walk down the path here, again trying to keep the drone as steady as we can. There's a good view of the lake, and a little bit of a breeze that's blowing. It was a beautiful afternoon though. Couldn't ask for much better. That's the dock where we park the boats when we come in the evenings. There's where the fuel is stored, and there's an electric fuel pump in there. The building on the right is where all the tackle is stored, the boat seats, life jackets, miscellaneous tools, right there where the white door is. And again, please accept my apology for the drone. there's a good look at the lake and the dock. And we built a fish cleaning table. In that white bucket on the ground is a sump pump, electric sump pump for washing off the fish and yourself. It's a beautiful setup. I personally butchered some fish there, and it's very easy to work with. Now we'll walk down the path from the fish house and the fuel station. Again, we're battling the breeze a little bit, but it's not too bad. There's some stairs leading up from the lake to the cabins. And here we have the float plane dock. This is where the float plane comes into, and we unload and reload the gear. And I get a beautiful picture of the lake. Beautiful picture of a sunset that Ed took one evening. And of course some of the wildlife that can be seen here.